Welcome back to YDG Cowboys, and of course YDG stands for You're Doing Good Cowboys. You're doing good, not you're doing all right. You're doing good Cowboys. I tell you what, boy. I tell you what. People be stealing out here, but that's all right. Hey, look, this ain't what we're talking about. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Happy Father's Day to everybody. All the men out there, happy Father's Day. Hope you're spending it well with your kids and family and whatnot. My video today, I know it's been a minute, y'all. So y'all, hey, look, like I said, life be lifing, and that's just the way it is. But I'm gonna come to the point where I'm gonna do this a lot more. I got a lot of things in the works. So I appreciate the guys that's been subbing, sharing, and subscribing, and liking. Make sure you continue to do so. But today is about Downs versus Durant for that number 2. The number 2 that Caleb Downs been rocking all his life. And you know, man, I'm getting to the point where a lot of people's kind of swept it under the rug. They're not talking about it no more in practice. You know, everything is going well. George Pickens is at practice. OTAs, mandatory. He said he's not going to hold out or hold in. George Pickens is doing his thing. There's no Cowboy news, and I like it. It's weird, but it's none. But I'm getting ready to make some today. Unfortunately, I hate this on Father's Day. Look, it is what it is, but someone has to talk about the elephant in the room. They just have to. I mean, come on, man. Look, I'm not about to buy a Cobie Durant number 2 jersey. I'm just not going to do that. Nobody else is. Cowboy Nation, Cobie Durant wants you to give up the number. Just give it up, bro. Damn. Excuse my French on Sunday. But let's talk about why Cobie Durant, or does he deserve the number 2? Let's talk about that. Because I'm going to make a film session, or I'm going to talk about Caleb Downs on the next film session that I do. Well, not a film session, but the next video that I do. So let's talk about Cobie Durant. And I'm going to read this off, guys. So, and trust me, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Put in the comments who you think deserves the number 2. Just put it in your comments, either Cobie Durant or Caleb Downs. You already know my answer. All right, let's talk about Cobie Durant. I'm going to read this off because, of course, I try to remember a lot of things. All my videos is not cut, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just straight from the dome. That's just what I do. I like to speak from the heart. So, and I'm kind of good at that. So straight from the dome, but this time I'm gonna read a little bit off. So I want you to be able to, you do your choosing, or you choose who you think deserves number 2. But we're gonna start with Durant today. Now, Durant, real name Cobie Durant, came from Lamar High School in South Carolina. Who received, now during the South Carolina high school, he received no scholarship, no college scholarships. This guy came from, when I say he worked his way up, he's the true epitome of never giving up. That's one thing I like about Cobie. Now, this is not a beat down session for Cobie Durant. I appreciate you, bro, being on our Dallas Cowboys, because you are a fighter. You are one of the, as of today, I won't say the top corner, but you moving up the ranks. You're playing well. You done excellent in the playoffs. You did. So I'm gonna give you your flowers. So, Cobie Durant, in high school, he went to Lamar High School in South Carolina. He's a Carolina guy. I'm a Carolina guy, but not a South Carolina. I'm a North Carolina guy. So shouts out to South Carolina. Also, while working at FedEx, he attended a prep school. So he worked and attended a prep school. Now, he was a walk-on for South Carolina State, which is the MEAC. That's the MEAC. So I'm always down for the HBCUs. I'm always down for that because I went to a HBCU. Shout out to Winston State. And the MEACs, of course, North Carolina A&T, the whole nine. So he was a walk-on for South Carolina State. There he became an All-American. Okay. Even helped the Bulldogs win a Celebration Bowl. Fourth round pick to the Rams in the NFL 2022 NFL draft. Now, coming out of high school, he was not highly recruited at all. Even in high school, he never wore the number 2 as a football player. Never. He wore the number 2 as a basketball player in high school, but not as a football player. He wore the number 7. Where he played, I think, quarterback and running back in high school. Again, he was not highly recruited coming out of high school. And he was a walk-on. Now, South Carolina State, he wore the number 14. That's where the 14 come from. Also, he wore the number 14 for the LA Rams, who he was recruited by in the 4th round. Now, in South Carolina State, he wasn't a starter as a cornerback, especially in 2018 as a walk-on. Was not a starter. He earned his starting role in 2019 and became a second-team All-MEAC MEAC. Second team. Not first, but second. As the number 14, which is the number he wore. In 2020 and 2021, he continued as a starter and was one of the top FCS cornerbacks in the country. So he's working his way up. In 2021, he was the MEAC Defensive Player of the Year. The MEAC. So look, like I said, man, this is not a beatdown session. I'm so happy to have Cobie Durant on our football team because he is a dog, and I rep the HBCUs. Because there's great players out of there, Hall of Famers out of there. All right, let's move on. In 2021, he was again, like I said, let me repeat, MEAC Defensive Player of the Year. First team All-American. Then in 2022, he was drafted. 4th round pick from South Carolina State. Came from working for FedEx, prep high school, walk-on South Carolina State, earned the starting role. The rest was history. From Lamar High School in South Carolina. When he started with the Rams, he didn't start. In 2022 as a backup. Didn't start with the Rams till 2023. but was a rotational piece. In 2023. But flash greatness. I wouldn't say greatness, but flash potential. Just erase greatness, because it wasn't great then. Flash potential. So started in 2023, then became a rotational piece in 2024 with the Rams, which means I probably started, the Rams is revamping it, the defense, how the Rams been doing good. They've been fighting for the NFC title for the last, they've been playing pretty well. They've always had a decent defense. Now, especially now that they got Myles Garrett. But they got rid of the other defensive end. So it's a rotational piece in 2024 and 2025. But let's go with PFFs. Let's just go. Now, I don't know if you guys follow PFFs. You can, you can't. I do sometimes, but I don't know. In 2022, PFFs was pretty good. But in 2023, as a starter, his PFF was 50.9 to 54.9. Bottom tier of the NFL corners. Bottom tier. And let's see here. 2024 PFF was 55 to 58. 80th, ranked 80th to 100th, which is again bottom tier. 2025, 66.7, 39th. So his arrow is pointing up. Now here's where it gets good for Cobie Durant, who is rocking number 2 now. You better Google Caleb Downs. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Research Caleb Downs. But I'm gonna move on. But research Caleb Downs, please. I beggeth you, research Caleb Downs. But Caleb Downs is coming next. Here we are. We're Durant versus Downs on who should rock the number 2. Rock meaning wear the number 2. Here comes the playoffs. And this is where Cobie strives. This is where he flourished. I give him all the accolades. 2024-25. Let's see. I think the 24 was 3 tackles, 1 sack, 2 pass breakups. Yeah. But in 25, that's when he was off the charts. Had one of the best playoff games right around in NFL history. 3 interceptions. 2 interceptions in 1 divisional game against the Bears. But a total of 3 before they was eliminated. Now, I'm giving Cobie Durant his flowers. I am. But I promise you, you do not deserve to have the number 2. You don't. And me playing sports, if I knew a rookie who was picked in the top in the first round, 5-star recruit, started as a rookie at Alabama, one of the best safeties in the country of college football in the SEC. The first thing I would have done as a veteran was like, here, bro, here's your jersey. Welcome to the NFL. I'm not even going to fight with you on that. I've never even wore that number 2 until I played basketball in high school. But yet and still, here we are. But I'm going to promise you, Cobie. I'm going to promise you right now. You might want to get up off that jersey, bro. Be honest with you. Cowboy Nation ain't liking it. We damn sure ain't going to buy that number 2 from you. Now, we appreciate you. We really do. I appreciate you there. You are a dog, and you are the epitome of hard work. That's you. It goes from any high school players, recruits, whatever. You are an epitome of what hard work can be. But you do not and should not have that number 2 jersey. I don't say you don't deserve it, but you don't deserve it. By any means necessary, you don't deserve it at all. Continue to do the great work you're doing, Cobie. Do what you do. We're going to support you. But you need to get on back to that number 14. And you need to do it quickly. Because we're waiting as the nation to buy the number 2, which is going to be the top selling jersey in the NFL as soon as you get off the jersey, man. Get off the number 2. Stop playing these games. And you shouldn't have to charge him for it. He has worked. He has deserved it. From midget league to high school to college, now coming into the NFL, Caleb Downs deserved the number 2. All right, Cowboy Nation, thanks again. It's good talking to you guys, man. I'll be back. Trust me. I'll be back. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Share this. Cobie Durant needs to know, man. Cobie, he needs to know. It's time to give it up, bro. Come on, man. Stop playing these games. You know in the locker room, they looking at you sideways, man. They might not say nothing. They'll probably keep it under wraps. But I guarantee his little clique and your little clique, man, I know. I was in that locker room. I know. Now, the way you acting now has got a little tendencies, man. Give up the jersey. Give it up. That's what Cowboy Nation wants you to do. So we can pay for some, so we can buy some jerseys, man. We wait on that number 2, Caleb Downs. Give it up. All right, Cowboy Nation. It's good talking to you. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Talk to you soon. Peace.